fact, we have nothing to worry about. According to our research, the next emission will not occur for at least 2 months, 4 days, and 7 hours. Its intensity will be 3 on the Bergman scale, which is 2.13.
Without going into detail, I must say I have never seen anything like this before. The encephalogram suggests serious damage to the nervous system, but the other indicators couldn't be better. It's astounding.
Perhaps it has something to do with the emission.
Most certainly, although so far I've been utterly unable to formulate a rational explanation for this abnormality.
Look, it's breaking up. You're awake. That's good. Welcome back to the world of the living, Stalker. How are you feeling? In the joking mood, eh? That bodes well for your recovery. I'm Lebedev, the group leader, and I'm responsible for everyone here. That includes you, for as long as you're here. We call ourselves S.t.a.l.k.e.r, and you are in our base right now. We picked you up in the swamps after the emission. Lucky? I doubt it. The facts are these. You survived the emission. That's the first thing I still can't explain. The second thing is that our patrol found you in the swamps, which are essentially endless quicksand. And thirdly, you nearly got torn into shreds by a pack of pseudo-dogs. But our boys got you out just in time. Such a chain of events tells me it's more than just luck. Anyway, I need to finish what I'm doing. So let's continue this conversation later.
What do you want, anyway?
Мастер! Молодец!
I see you. Just a minute. Hello, Merc. You became quite a legend while you were out of it. Even you wouldn't believe some of the rumors I've heard. Anyways, here's a drink on the house for a lucky son of a gun. It should help you relax and tell me about your adventures. Because I'm just dying of curiosity. Well then, you drink and I'll tell you about this place. It used to be pretty quiet here. We had the paths worked out, the right places explored, and the approach covered. Of course, the swamps ain't exactly spring break material, but it wasn't too bad either. Yeah, it wasn't too bad until the last emission. The biggest we've ever seen. These days our boys pray both to God and the devil before going out of the base. Because getting back alive is a miracle in its own right. but we're managing to hold it together. Because our guys ain't here for loot. They're fighting for a cause. I was collecting bottles one after another, and they led me here. I'm kidding, man. The truth is, there was no place for me in that other world. They didn't want me. In the end, I came here. First to the zone, and then to Clear Sky. The guys here are alright, and I'm needed here. They come back here after a mission, I pour them a drink, tell a few dirty jokes, and my job is done. Simple, but effective. By the way, they call me Cold around here. In our base, as you can see, it's a small, sinking farmstead in the middle of romantic, endless swamps. I couldn't tell you where it is exactly, but it's the last place in the zone where you can meet real people. Guys who won't screw you, stab you in the back, or let you bleed to death to save a med kit. You know why you've never heard of it? Because too many people want to know about it, and the fewer that do, the better. Lebedev is our leader. The man is a rock if ever I've seen one. He's the glue that holds our whole group together. Then there's Binpolev, Professor Binpolev. He's like a walking encyclopedia and a calculator in one. Knows more about the zone than... well, anyway. Our technician's called Gray, and he can make you a rifle out of an empty can with ammo to boot. He could use some spares, but apart from that. And finally, we have Suslov. He's a trader, but he ain't like the others of his trade. He won't try to rip you off or screw you. He knows what stalkers go through to get their loot, and he respects that.
Cold, leave the merc alone with your dirty jokes. I need to see him.
Well, brother, if Lebedev says he needs to see you, that ain't up for a discussion. Go on, I'll catch you later. Stop by for a chat anytime. This place is so boring.
Ah, it's you. I'm glad to see you, young man. You look considerably better. People are mistaken in their belief that they understand the essence of what the zone truly is. Some consider it to be a universal evil, others a wonder sent down to humanity, and others still consider it no more than a source of riches. They are all wrong. The zone is impossible to understand when viewed through the prism of human perception. Moreover, it is far too early for humans to even try. Ergo, the actions of both the government and stalkers with respect to the zone are misguided, and I fear that the potential consequences may be, or indeed are, completely unpredictable. Naturally, this represents a terrible danger. Young man, if only I had the answer to that question. We are studying the zone meticulously in hopes of finding it. The zone appeared as a result of the actions, let's call them misguided human actions, and we are unable to return to the status quo. The zone cannot be destroyed, nor will it disappear of its own accord. We, Clear Sky, believe that there is only one way to reconcile man with the zone: coexistence. How can I best explain? Let's put it like this. Any complicated system in nature, and that includes the zone, automatically seeks equilibrium in the absence of destabilizing external factors. That was the case here in recent years. The zone was stable and there were no significant deviations from the norm. And now we've seen a gigantic emission that has changed the face of the zone. The system became unstable, distorted, a glitch of sorts. The zone is spewing out emission after emission and pumping itself full of energy with each one, so much so that the readings on my sensors oscillate with unbelievable speed. And unless we find a way of reversing this trend, the result will be a disaster of far greater proportions than the 1986 catastrophe. The most important lesson in all this is that this glitch is not a product of natural causes. This is human handiwork. That's what we are attempting to find out. Perhaps knowing who disrupted the zone's equilibrium will give us a chance to prevent a disaster. Since man caused this mess in the first place, man may well be the only one able to set it right. In any event, I very much hope that is the case. I fear that question is not one I can answer. I suggest you address it to Lebedev. If you need me, you'll know where to find me.
Got some fresh air? You look better, that's for sure. Let me fill you in on this situation. You're in the Clear Sky base. Don't try to remember who we are. You've never heard of us, and there's a very good reason for that. Our mission is to research the zone. We believe that the zone must be studied and understood so that humanity knows what it is facing here. Understanding is the key to coexisting with the zone. Because if you think about it, the zone is the most wondrous phenomenon humanity has been confronted with in its entire history. As I said, we are researchers. We are trying to figure out the nature of the zone, determine the reasons which caused it to appear, and formulate the rules that govern its existence. We are not consumed by a quest for money. We don't seek fields of artifacts, and we're not interested in turf wars with other factions. That is why we're hiding here in the swamps and concentrating on our research. Our forte is not combat, but knowledge. Knowledge of the zone, accumulated over years of research. We know more about it than stalkers and the government combined. And our research was finally shaping up into a sound, coherent picture until the massive emission a few days ago. No, that emission was incredibly powerful. It was on a level of its own. It was like a hurricane that swept the whole zone, changing it. Everything is different. The well-known and relatively safe areas have become highly radioactive and full of anomalies. But now, you can access parts of the zone that have been unreachable for years. Even the most hardened stalkers don't know what awaits them on their favorite path. The other thing that changed is people. And that became evident right away. The emission destroyed the fragile balance between factions, and they're now warring for territory. In other words, many strange things have happened, and I don't yet fully understand the scale of these changes. It's only been a few days since the emission. If you ask me, the strangest thing of all is that you managed to survive it. I see. How can I help you? Getting out of here isn't easy, not by a long shot. The swamps are a real maze of reeds and radioactive quicksand, swarming with terrible monsters and human scum. And I don't know which is worse. Only a guide can lead you safely out of here. We only have a handful of them. Guys I would trust with my life without a second thought. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Because if I let you go, our presence here might not stay a secret for long. We are having a very tough time here recently. The emission reduced the number of anomalies in the swamps, which made the area easily accessible for bandits and other vermin. There are so many of them, they'll be setting up camp in our base soon if we don't do something about it. The problem is that we're not really the fighting type, so we've been steadily losing ground. But you, one look at you, tells me you're a pro at that sort of thing. Your experience can save the lives of many.
This is the second outpost. We're under attack. I repeat, we're under attack. Help!
That's enough chit-chat. There's been another attack on our outpost. Help us fight it off. If it makes any difference, some of the boys who saved you are there right now. You still remember how to survive in the zone? Great. Get over to the trader and he'll fit you out with some basic equipment. After that, head straight to the outpost. Once you're outside the base, listen to my advice. I'll try to guide you along. Trader, a fighter is on his way to you. Issue him with all the equipment he'll need for the mission.
Roger that.
Hurry, Merc.
with us again. Glad to see you. At last. Here, take this basic equipment kit. It's designed specifically for patrol missions. I've been ordered to issue you some equipment. There's no time for questions. The boys need you now.
What you need, Stalker?
Merc, there are anomalies ahead. Be careful. Remember, don't move until you've thrown a bolt in front of you. Artifacts and anomalies. You can't see them, but detectors spot them easily enough. If you get close enough, your detector will indicate the location of the artifact, and then you just pick it up easy as pie. Keep in mind that your current detector isn't exactly top of the line. It only shows the distance to the artifact.
Run for the tower! The monsters can't get you there! You're right on time, bro. I'm real low on ammo, so let's make the best of it together.
Attention all fighters. An emission is approaching. Get to cover now.
What do you want, anyway?
Oh, welcome, guest from foreign lands. What come you with? A bursting purse? Prized exotic wonders? Yeah, I heard your story. I reckon the main thing is that you're still alive. Stuff is easy enough to replace, as long as the zone is kind to you. So, You gonna trade, or you got some questions for me? That's the sort of people we are. You can't buy an extra 15 minutes of life, or a spare store from death. But us traders are needed everywhere. Even in the zone, even in the swamps, and even underground. It's an illusion that the zone is under lock and key, and the army has all the ways in and out sealed. When you think about it, nowadays artifacts and rare specimens from the zone can be found all over the world. And your fellow stalkers never have a shortage of canned meat, vodka, ammo, or equipment. Somebody's got to be responsible for all that, right? Well, that's where we come in. In this place, it ain't like selling bootleg CDs on the outside with the cops up your ass every damn day. Around here, the situation is very simple. The outside world has an interest in the zone and vice versa. But it's officially forbidden, prohibited, and all that bullshit. That's what we're here for. We make sure all those interests are satisfied and everybody's happy. There's a joke among traders that if someone points a gun at you, the best bet is to try to buy it off them. Let's not talk about it. You have no idea how tired I am of peddling these trinkets. There's a ton of ordinary artifacts out there, but the best tidbits pass this place by. I haven't had a unique item in my store for ages. Who knows? Maybe stalkers have already found everything there is to find. Man, getting behind the Scorcher would be a dream. I heard you can get enough artifacts there to last you a lifetime. Provided your life doesn't end there and then. It's about time us traders joined forces and used our connections to find a way of getting past that thing.
Welcome back from the afterworld. Hello, Mr. Two Emissions, and I'm still standing. Well, next time you're at the swamps, don't be a stranger.
You survived the emission again. I'm not even that surprised. Our boys picked you up not far from the tower when things calmed down a bit. You know, Bien Polev was right. You defy scientific explanation. He believes that you acquired some, let's say, unusual abilities, which help you survive anomalous activity that would literally tear anyone else down to atoms. Also, it looks like something is increasing your body's performance in several areas, to the point where our monitoring equipment goes off the scale. Wait, don't get too excited. There's always a fly in the ointment. Every emission harms your nervous system, and if this continues, you will die. A normal emission is the release of energy accumulated in the zone. A discharge, if you like. But what's happening now is completely different. In my opinion, the increasing regularity of these emissions is the zone's response to some sort of serious threat, akin to the response provided by a human immune system. It is difficult to rationally explain coexistence between humans and the zone. The zone tolerates us in some areas and forbids us from going to others. Whatever is beyond the Scorcher and further towards the center of the zone is taboo, a place where stalkers are not supposed to set foot. I think that recent events in the zone are related to the fact that someone broke that taboo and made it past the brain scorcher. It's hard to say. To answer that question, I would need to know what's in the center of the zone. Some say the monolith, others say the wish granter. The more unpretentious ones dream about fields of rare artifacts. I was at the power plant myself, a young specialist at the time, but I don't know what's there now. What I can say is that the Scorcher appeared for a reason. It prevents the center of the zone from being reached. People cannot go beyond the brain Scorcher. I didn't think so until the large emission. Hell, nobody thought so. However, if you consider the emissions to be a defensive reaction, then the answer is obvious. Someone made it through the Scorcher, and the emission was the zone's response. And since the emissions haven't stopped, whoever it was must still be alive. The zone is trying to get them, and it's killing everything that's alive in the process. I know a lot about the zone, but I can't share everything with you. You'll just have to trust me on some things. A system, any system, needs to be in equilibrium. The zone is unstable right now, and this instability is increasing. If the constant emissions aren't stopped, the zone will become so unstable that a new disaster will occur. Which brings us to what Clear Sky is doing. We are trying to prevent that disaster. You're right, but we do know how to prevent a disaster and stop the emissions, and that means something. We have to find out who was in the center of the zone and stop them at any price. There's a strange connection between you and the zone. On the one hand, every new emission gradually kills you. On the other hand, you survive in situations where others don't stand a chance. My gut feeling tells me that your abilities, your gift, your curse, call it what you will, they mean you can get through places that others wouldn't even dream of. And at the moment, we need to act very quickly. I knew you'd ask that. The answer is simple. If the emissions aren't stopped, your nervous system will burn out and you'll die. Help us and you'll save yourself. Now this may sound like a line from a corny movie, but you really don't have a choice. Unfortunately, yes. So, will you help us? Then listen carefully. We have made use of all our contacts and connections in the zone. As a result, we know that a certain stalker at the cordon was asking Sidorovich about some very strange components. That's all we have for the moment. But it's a lead. Through the swamps, of course, how else? But remember what I said. After the emission, a whole army of all kinds of scum turned up in the area. Now they control almost everything. We are under siege, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. So before we can help you get to the cordon, we have to regain control of the swamps. And with your help, I think we should be able to do it.
Your main guide is the objective section. Your main objective is displayed here, together with a selected additional objective. There can be several additional objectives which you can cycle through using these buttons. Most objectives are also displayed on the map, with the exception of rare occasions when your objectives cannot be located. We will need your help with not only destroying the enemy, but also capturing key positions. In these situations, our fighters will be grateful if you provide covering fire as they capture a position. By the way, don't ignore calls for help. Our boys' lives could be at stake. Hovering over a mark on the map will display additional information. In addition to your objectives, friendly units and identified enemies will also be displayed on the map. Okay, as I'm sure you understand, our main objective is to establish control over the swamps. And that means a war against the aggressor. This section allows you to access tactical information about combat operations at any time. Information about your current faction is displayed on the left. Right now, that's us, Clear Sky. Information about the main enemy is displayed on the right. This shows our approximate combat strength. This shows how many fighters we have. And this is our equipment supply. Similar indicators are also shown for our enemy. Finally, this field allows you to see the current strategic mission, as well as tactical objectives that must be achieved in order to complete the strategic mission. Completed strategic missions will be displayed at the bottom. The last tab allows you to view your current relations with all factions, as well as each faction's combat strength. Your personal stats are also displayed here. That's pretty much it.
Володу наикрутейшую купил. Навешал на нее все, что только можно. Гайки вообще у ювелира заказал. Платина. В общем, запаковался по полной. Ну, и отправился в зону. Надо было проехать через блокпост. Часовому на ходу пачку баксов кинул. Едет, значит, по зоне. Хеннесси из горла лечит. Колонки какую-то попсу шпарит. В общем, как обычно. Чувствует себя...
You have my full attention.
We're in, so you can take your blindfold off. Don't you try to follow me, it won't work anyway. If you want to come back to the base, find one of the guys at the fishing hamlet.
Bumps now. Be extremely careful and don't try to be a hero. Check out your PDA. You should find the location of our squad there. I suggest you get yourself over to the fishing hamlet. That's where they are.
Stay down and wait! Looks all quiet to me.
Keep on guard!
That's it. Now we'll teach them a lesson.
Ты труп, мужик!
Stalker, what do you want?
They spotted us!
Лови, педрила! Заходи, сбоку заходи!
Base, we've dislodged the enemy.
You boys, listen up. You ain't all dead over there, are you?
You have my full attention.
Come on, get on the air already. Ain't no thing. We'll get cracking on it.
Keep your guard.
We're expecting an attack. Keep your eyes peeled.
be waiting for you at the base.
That's it. Chill, fellas.
Keep your eyes peeled!
Keep up or become bloodsucker food. Don't attack without my command.
We'll smoke him out with this. The asshole dug in. Here, catch a grenade. I lost it. Wait, let me use this.
Размолотим! Мужики, у нас убитый!
Sit tight where you are. It looks all quiet to me. We smashed them to pieces. Squad, move out!
Here we go again.
On guard! Where are you little shits hiding?
I think we got them all.
That's it. Chill, fellas.
You'll have to fight out in the open.
Чики-брики в дамке!
Вали! Вали его!
На, хавай, сука! Входи, входи, душу!
him out with this.
Граната!
Base, we've dislodged the enemy.
Squad, move out! Christ, can't I even enjoy one meal?
Base, we've dislodged the enemy.
Херачить, пацаны! Ты что делаешь? Пойдем!
Base, we've captured the target location.
gate's lair. All we need to do now is take control and cross to the
We're
swamps.
clear on what's going on.
Stay down and wait.
Attack! Get him!
Where are you?
Fire! Attack! Helping out. Drop by our base sometime. We'll find a way to pay you back. That's a promise. I think we got them all. Looks all quiet to me. So, what is it that you need?
Position captured. Over.
What you need, Stalker? What are... Enemy detected!
Base, we've dislodged the enemy.
Получил!
Keep on guard! Stay down and wait! Keep your eyes peeled! I think we got them all.
Амбиция! Падлы! На тебе! На!
Asshole, dug it! Here! Catch a grenade!
Дай ему прикурить, я обойду!
Ты ёлки!
Let's play catch a grenade!
Слушай, скотина!
Take this, you Nazi! Sit tight where you are. Keep on guard.
Looks so quiet to me.
The swamps are now under our control. Good job, boys. You did it.
We'll attack on your signals.
Dig in at key positions and wait for further instructions.
Посту под ружку выбирать, так урода и сволочь. А как залез в жопу, так сразу люди, помоги!
I see you. Just a minute. What's new, bro? Pop in anytime you feel like chatting.
Вот такое, знает кто? Заблудился, как ты вояка в сон. Ждет, значит, куда глаза глядят и кричит. Люди! Отзовитесь!
Need something upgraded or repaired? We got enough duct tape to patch the whole son up if need be. I repair faults in hardware, not in its owner's arms. What's up? See for yourself. There's hardly any equipment. It's like life after a nuclear war. If we do get a hold of something, it's about to fail anyway, and there ain't shit around to use for spare parts. That's why I'm having to adapt whatever I find and use it as best I can. Only last week I needed to make a radio receiver. What do you think I use for parts? That's right, a goddamn fridge! I'm not sure whether to laugh or cry. Yeah, there ain't much to get excited about around here. Not like the garbage. I heard they dug up old Soviet caches. After the accident at the Chernobyl NPP, they sent convoys there with contaminated vehicles and equipment and all sorts of other crap. They thought it was all waste, because it was radioactive. That was then. Nowadays, nobody would even call that radiation. So there's a real gold rush going on there. Stalkers are flocking over there from all over the zone to dig for loot. It's a pity not much of it filters through down here, unless Lebedev sends the boys to pick up specific components. Nothing special. I repair and upgrade weapons and suits. Basically, I do whatever needs getting done. If you need something fixed, I'm your man. Yeah, if I could get a few spare parts, I would make the guys some real nice toys. Weapons, armor, equipment, I take them all to a whole new level. Remember, if you bump into something useful, bring it here, and I'll do it up real nice. That's a promise. Remember, to be a good shooter, get your gun talking at the right time. What's up?
What's up, Stalker?
What you need, Stalker?
Swamps in a long while. You've come out right next to the army outpost. There's only one thing a stalker can expect from the army, and that's a bullet. So I'd be careful if I were you. Stop in and see me if you're in the area.
Come on, spill the bean.
Совсем женщин. Эта штука представляет.
Hi, nice to see you. So, shall we talk business? Hello, Merc. Tell me, what brings you here? I see so many stalkers in here, it's a pain to remember them all. Any reason I should strain my brain for you? Now we're talking business, I like that. Well, here's the thing. I've been here for a while. My business is up and running, I get different orders here and there, and people trust me. I have a problem with my last order, and the trouble is the client is very important, and the loot he's after is unique. Everything was going fine. Stalkers would get the loot from inside the zone, and the army boys were supposed to ensure they could get it through the cordon. Well, the two parties started bickering over something, and now the whole place has gone crazy. The result is the Stalkers are fighting the military, and nobody's got a clue where the loot is. And that doesn't suit me at all, because the order needs to be completed. So, help me get the case with the loot, and I'll tell you all about your Stalker and his components. Deal? Visit the Stalkers by the embankment. They've set up some sort of base there, and that's where they're holding the captive military commander, Kaletsky. I don't care what you do at that base. I don't care if those fruitcakes want to continue playing Robin Hood's merry men. All I want is that case and the loot that's inside it. For starters, try talking to Valerian, the Stalker leader. I'll let them know you're coming on my behalf. Don't forget, I still need that case.
Don't break up, wait! Quiet, let's wait a little longer. This may not be over yet. I'm listening. I'm all ears.
It should get easier for you.
Don't just stand there twiddling your thumbs. Go to the base!
Stop waving that gun, you got my attention.
Don't be a jerk, holster your weapon. I'm listening. I'm listening. So, tell me.
На, получи!
Come on, move it. They're waiting for you at the base.
We might have a conversation if you hide that weapon.
I'm listening.
Don't be a jerk, holster your weapon. I'm all ears. Man, we've been waiting for
Come
you
on,
all
spill the
time. Go
beans.
see the leader, stat. I'm listening. If you got something to say it.
Howdy, Merc. We don't see too much of you at the cordon. What brings you here? From Sidorovich, you say? So, you know about the commander too? All right, I'll be straight with you. We used to cooperate with the army. They'd allow us to transport goods safely through the outpost and let us in on some useful information. We paid well for their services. But then we found out that jerk of a commander worked for both sides. He supplied the bandits with our whereabouts. Then he went and sold 2 of our guys as slaves at the garbage. That was the last straw. Yeah, I guess we got a little carried away. Can't figure out what to do now. We're holding the commander hostage, which is a kind of guarantee that the army's not going to bomb our asses back to the Stone Age with their choppers. We can't kill him, but we can't let him go either. This sly son of a bitch knows that we need him alive, and he's not caving in a damn inch. Trouble is, he's the only one who knows where the loot is hidden. If we don't deliver that loot to Sidorovich, he won't do business with us ever again. If we could only make this army bastard play by our rules, it would be a whole different ball game, believe me.
Sorry if I wasn't much help.
What you staring at? This ain't no zoo. What you staring at, ass face? Laugh all you want. If you're here to find out where I hid the case with the loot, you're in for a disappointment. Go back to your beloved zone. My boys are gonna obliterate your pathetic posse soon enough. And as for your ringleader, we will hang him on the bridge so everyone can see what you get for messing with the military. Oh, really? And how much would you charge for your services? What if I ask you to help out my boys by taking out those snipers at the railroad embankment? Good riddance. Come, everyone, what else do you want? Think you're funny? Man, if we were talking under different circumstances, I would give you a different answer. I am tired of this shit, buddy. The guys I started out with in the military have all got their shiny stars and decent outfits to run in better places than this. You think I got nothing better to do than chase people like you around the zone? I've had enough of this shithole, the friggin' zone, the bastard stalkers and that Sidorovich cocksucker. And let's not forget the mutants. We laid down our lives to stop them, but they just keep on coming, and everyone on the outside just goes on and on about how we have to protect the world from the horrors of the zone, and we won't let it happen. Generals, those morons on TV, you could drown in their bullshit. And how many of these top brass have ever been on a raid in this place, crawling on their damn bellies in between anomalies, huh? How many of those lazy sons of bitches have cleared the sector or spent the day chasing stalkers to the swamps? Those bastards are always using the army to plug the messiest holes. So what if I loot to the cordon for some cash, huh? I live and I let others live, understand? Do you know even what my official salary is, asshole? Exactly, you try living on that. They pay me nothing, and they expect me to feel pride in my job and in my country. The bosses are making a killing out of this zone, just like everyone else. Why shouldn't I? My job is to do what I am ordered and survive. So, I am surviving as best I can. Curse this whole place and all the assholes in it. I don't know whether to shoot them all or to blow my own brains out. See? So what? I don't give two shits about you or your kind. You're not even supposed to be in here. You should have been shot on sight as soon as you crossed into this zone. No shit, those are actually my orders. Trouble is, you can't get much of a dead body, and I am due better compensation for my service here. The army won't pay it, so I gotta take it for myself. As for your inter-faction conflicts, I really couldn't care less. You can kill each other all you like. You won't hear me complaining. Don't stop on your way out the door, and keep going till you hit an anomaly. What else do you want? Good riddance.
So, tell me, what's up?
So, did you learn anything useful? Of course they'll save him. The rat bastard owes them a whole bunch of dough. He ran their operations on his own and stashed the cash away somewhere. Listen, I've got an idea. The commander's got only 2 men he can count on. They served together at the outpost and he cut them in on the deals, so they'll do whatever they can to get him out. If we dispose of them, the bastard will realize nobody's coming for him. He'll crack, and we'll beat out of him the location of the stash with the loot. We split the money, and Sidorovich gets the case. What do you say? I have this feeling we won't have to look for them. Khaletsky's buddies are wandering around here somewhere planning to attack us. A small squad has been spotted at the elevator. Help us destroy them.
That's it. There's no use hiding anymore. Get yourself together. Here's a grenade to blow you apart. Sample this for me.
Good work. The military squad has been taken care of. We spotted their second squad at the depot. Merc, head on over there.
Серый воняет. Сталкер посмотрел на все это и
Come on,
говорит,
spill the
чёрт.
beans.
Ну что, чуваки, тепло у вас тут, сухо, да и развлечений побольше, чем у нас на болотах. Так что я, пожалуй, тут пока останусь.
Прикрой, сейчас я этого гада сделаю.
Great! That's the army dealt with. With his buddies dead, Khaletsky knows he ain't got a prayer. That army rat is gonna change his tune now, that's for sure. Merc, head back to the base. We've taken the position!
Stop waving that gun. You got my attention.
See what being stubborn gets you? Your friends are dead and you're still here. No one's coming to save you. Tell me where you hid the case.
Okay, I tell you, bastards. It's at the old mill, under the roof.
Would you look at that? The little shit cracked like an egg. The stash coordinates are in your PDA. Take what you find to Sidorovich. He's waiting.
Don't stop. I may have lost my loot, and my friends may be dead, but I have gotten out of tougher spots. You want to know where my stash is? Help me get out of here, Stalker. Just hand me a pistol while nobody's looking, and I'll do the rest myself. I may have lost my loot, and help me get out of here, Stalker. I'll be honest with you. The stash is in a pipe near the anomalous zone. Well, I owe you, man. Let me tell you something. I know that stalkers are trying to reach the center of the zone. I have seen old military maps, and it turns out that the center of the zone is where the Chernobyl nuclear power plant used to be. It might be a coincidence, but I'll keep that in mind if I were you. Trouble is, even military satellites can't view that area in any spectrum. They don't even fly over it anymore, because the interference is so strong that they spontaneously combust. Obviously, this is all top secret, but a buddy of mine in the missile forces told me about it at the booth. If you want my advice, stay away from the center of the zone, huh? Don't stop on your way out the door, and keep going till you hit an anomaly.
Патрон, еда.
Okay, Merc, I'll be waiting for you in the case.
Oh, I was just about to take a nap.
Squint, this is Valerian. Where on earth have you been for the last 2 days? We got a sticky situation here and every gun counts.
Well, we can't get through. Anomalies are blocking the way, and we're trying to find a way around them. Position captured.
Let's wait a little longer. And that's that. I'm all ears. Wow, this story's finally got a damn good ending. Now the army is going to stay behind the outpost for good. He escaped. The cocksucker killed 2 guards and made off into the forest. We weren't able to find him. I've got no idea how he managed to get hold of a weapon.
Thanks, buddy. Now we'll knock him out cold.
Go, Stalkers! Take him down! Thanks. Next time you're in our neck of the woods, drop by our base for a reward. Maybe it's over. Quiet, let's wait a little longer.
We're gonna teach those assholes a lesson they won't forget for a long time.
So you got it after all. Thanks for returning the case, Merc. Now I can settle up with my client. The reason I've survived in the zone as long as I have is that I always keep my word. You screw a client in this place and you're pretty likely to find a knife in your back real soon. Anyway, enough about me. About your stalker, he was here. His name is Fang, and he was looking for tube amplifiers and some other electronic crap, but I'm not an expert in that sort of thing. I sold him the amp, but I didn't have the other stuff he was after, so I told him to visit the diggers at the garbage. Recently, some stalkers at the garbage have dug up old buried equipment from after the accident at the Chernobyl NPP, and now the place is filled with all kinds of ancient components. Look for him there. And remember, if you want to trade, I'm your man. If you need anything else, you're always welcome here. I'm extending you a lifetime store discount for helping me deal with the military.
So tell me, what's up?
Soon it's gonna be too late! Help us! They're killing our guys! Where are they? Now we'll give them hell for sure.
This may not be over yet.
Выноси, сволочи!
Quiet, wait a little longer.
Quiet. Let's wait a little longer. Don't break up! This way!
Maybe it's over. Maybe it's over. Quiet, let's wait a little longer. This may not be over yet.
Oh man, you really nailed the job. Swing by the base sometime for your reward.
I'm listening.
Come on, spill the beans.